Matches Roman Reigns can have at WWE at Clash in Paris 2025. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jennifer, have a nice day. For the WWE family latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Thank you. WWE superstar Roman Reigns made his in-ring return at SummerSlam 2025. He defeated Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed alongside his right-hand man Jey Uso at the biggest party of the summer. However, following this, the OTC was overpowered by the newly crowned World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins, as well as Breaker and Reed on this week's episode of Raw. Interestingly, considering Reigns' upcoming schedule, he is likely to be at Clash in Paris on August 31st. Here are 3 possible matches that fans can see the Tribal Chief compete in after the recent events he's gone through. The Raw episode before WWE SummerSlam saw Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed ambush Roman Reigns and Jey Uso after the night's main event. The OTC had come out to help his cousin Jey Uso from Seth Rollins' associates, but ended up getting caught in the situation himself. After Breaker and Reed overwhelmed the OG Bloodline members, the Auxilla took Reigns' Jordan sneakers. Since then, he has been parading with the shoes, wearing them like a garland and calling them the Shulafala. He is also referring to himself as the Tribal Thief. This is a parody of the OTC's Tribal Chief character, who wears the Ulafala. Additionally, the former NXT North American champion even took Reigns' sneakers again on this week's episode of Raw. Therefore, the head of the table might go on to face Bronson Reed at Clash in Paris and reclaim his shoes. Seth Rollins struck Roman Reigns with a chair to the back at WrestleMania 41 to reach the position where he is now, the World Heavyweight Champion. He also made Paul Heyman turn on him at Mania, but not before putting on a fake act of loyalty. To respond to the visionary, the OTC could challenge him for the world title. However, it would be difficult to secure a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship with CM Punk and LA Knight in the picture. The Second City Saint won the title after a hard-fought match against Gunther at SummerSlam. On the other hand, the megastar defeated Rollins at Saturday night's Main Event XL ahead of his Money in the Bank contract cash-in at the biggest party of the summer. Thus, there is a chance that the Architect might end up defending his title in a fatal 4-way match against Reigns, Knight, and Punk. As long as Seth Rollins has his allies around, Roman Reigns may never overcome his former Shield brother. This was a lesson the OTC learned once again on this week's episode of Raw. Thus, Reigns could face Rollins' faction, The Vision, at Clash in Paris. Considering that no new members will be added to the Visionaries' crew, Reigns could team up with the USOs for a 6-man tag match. The Tribal Chief might also ally with other rivals of the World Heavyweight Champion, like CM Punk and LA Knight. Consequently, the head of the table has 2 different team options to take on Seth Rollins and his associates. It would be interesting to see what lies ahead for the Tribal Chief. April 3, 2022. Arlington, Texas, USA. Roman Reigns celebrates with special counsel Paul Heyman after defeating Brock Lesnar. Not pictured. And unifying the WWE Championship and the Universal Championship during WrestleMania at Atant Stadium. Mandatory credit. Joe Camporiel, USA Today. Sports. For nearly 4 full years, Roman Reigns was WWE's undisputed #1 star. Paul Heyman, who was Reigns' on-screen Wiseman during that run, felt it was Emmy-worthy. Heyman, as a guest on the Ariel Helwani show, not only praised the Tribal Chief character of Reigns, real name Joe Anoa'i, but compared him favorably to other television villains. Furthermore, Heyman criticized the Emmy Awards for ignoring professional wrestling's top performances. Joe Anoa'i's portrayal of the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns, was the most compelling villain on television, Heyman said, and one of the most relentless characters I've seen to this day. The fact that the Emmy Awards do not recognize these performances is a missed opportunity. They should be disappointed in themselves for not acknowledging, all puns intended, our body of work. Heyman also noted the many things that happened during Reigns' run, including a rise in WWE's stock price, the merger with TKO, and the company's $5 billion deal with Netflix. He also highlighted the timing of Reigns' run, which began during the pandemic when WWE shows were done in empty buildings, and praised Reigns for helping lead the company through that period. Roman Reigns came back in August 2020, Heyman said. He was paired with Brock Lesnar's advocate. I became the special counsel to the tribal chief and later just known as the Wise Man. And it was with Roman Reigns at the forefront that WWE moved forward from the pandemic era. WWE. Superstar Roman Reigns is trading the squared circle for the silver screen once again, and this time, he's turning heads with his bold, stylish look in the upcoming heist action comedy, Pick Up Now. Directed by acclaimed filmmaker Tim Story and released globally on August 6th via Prime Video, the film promises a high-energy ride featuring a stellar ensemble cast. Known for his commanding presence inside the WWE ring, Reigns' real name, Leati Joseph Anoa'i, is now channeling that same energy into his film career. In Pick Up Now, Reigns plays an MMA fighter caught up in a chaotic heist plot. His appearance in the movie has already sparked buzz online, especially after he shared a preview of his look on social media to promote the project. Roman Reigns is seen showcasing his trademark athletic build while wearing a sleek green sports blazer, blending athleticism with high fashion. While his character details remain mostly under wraps, his style and on-screen presence suggest a role that's both physically intense and full of personality, aligning perfectly with the action comedy tone of the film. Pick Up Now boasts an impressive cast, with names like Keke Palmer, Pete Davidson, and comedy legend Eddie Murphy adding serious star power. Directed by Tim Story, known for box office hits like Ride Along and Think Like a Man, the film combines sharp humor, fast-paced heists, and unexpected twists. Roman Reigns' inclusion marks another WWE Hollywood crossover success, continuing a tradition upheld by stars like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and John Cena. While Reigns has previously appeared in films like Fast Furious Presents, Hobbs Shaw, this role feels like a natural progression and a deeper step into mainstream cinema. Despite his Hollywood ambitions, Reigns remains heavily involved in WWE. At SummerSlam 2025, he featured prominently, and during the August 4th episode of Raw, he was involved in an on-screen altercation that left fans speculating about his future storyline. Even as he promotes Pick Up Now, his in-ring narrative continues to evolve, making him one of the most dynamic figures in sports entertainment today. With Pick Up Now streaming globally and Roman Reigns' official look captivating fans online, the film adds another achievement to the tribal chief's growing portfolio. As his acting career continues to develop, there's no doubt Roman Reigns is on track to become WWE's next cinematic powerhouse. According to a new report from WrestleVotes, Roman Reigns is now slated to appear at WWE's upcoming Clash in Paris pay-per-view event on August 31st. This marks a notable change, as Reigns was not part of the original creative plans and wasn't featured in the initial promotional materials for the show. Reigns is also scheduled to appear on the August 18th and 25 episodes of Monday Night Raw, as previously reported. Following Clash in Paris, Reigns is expected to report to the set of Legendary's upcoming Street Fighter film starting September 2nd, with filming dates running through September 26th. The decision to add Reigns to the Paris event was made recently, according to WrestleVotes. Ticket prices for Clash in Paris are currently averaging high. WWE Clash in Paris takes place Saturday, August 31st at the Paris La Défense Arena. It will stream live on Peacock in the US and on Netflix internationally. If you have any news tips or podcast recaps that you'd like to send in for us to post, full credit will be given to you. Please email me. Officially released on August 6th worldwide on Prime Video, The Pickup is a heist action comedy film. Directed by Tim Story, the film also stars Keke Palmer, Pete Davidson, Eddie Murphy, and many other top stars. For fans who are not subscribed to the streaming platform, Reigns shared his official look from the film on social media while promoting the project. Reigns plays an MMA star in the film and is shown wearing a green sports blazer jacket. Recently involved at SummerSlam 2025, Reigns was attacked on the August 4th episode of Raw, closing the show. Earlier today, the 40-year-old Reigns was announced for a major international WWE event. While there were rumors of him taking a break to film his upcoming Street Fighter movie, he remains active on WWE television for now. Reigns may have been targeted during Monday's WWE Raw by World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins' group, taking multiple finishers and losing his sneakers to Bronson Reed, but he's not leaving WWE TV yet. Reigns is advertised for Raw again in 2 weeks, and according to a new report, he's not scheduled to begin filming until next month. PDW Insider reported that production on the film doesn't begin until September, and Reigns is slated to be on set beginning September 2nd for 4 weeks. If production runs on time, Reigns would finish his Street Fighter commitment the week of September 26th. Cody Rhodes is also in the movie, but sources say the WWE champion won't be on set as long as Reigns. On Wednesday, the Wells Fargo Center, X, formerly Twitter account, revealed that Reigns will appear at Raw in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on August 18th. Fans wondered if Monday's confrontation with Reed, Rollins, and Braun Breaker was meant to write Reigns off television, similar to when he took a spear through the barricade after WrestleMania 41. Raw will emanate from the Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, next week. Reigns has yet to be advertised for that show, which will feature a Women's World Championship match where Naomi will defend against Io Sky, Becky Lynch facing Maxine Dupree, and Sami Zayn taking on Rusev. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins are two of the biggest stars of this generation. At one point, they were close allies, but in recent years, they've become rivals. Earlier this year at WrestleMania 41, the two clashed in a triple threat match that also featured CM Punk, but fans have been wondering when they will finally meet again one-on-one. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like that will happen soon, as WrestleVotes Radio reported that their next singles encounter is being saved for a future premium live event. Still, their storylines remain connected on WWE programming. During this week's Raw, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and LA Knight were left laid out by the Vision as the show ended. The Tribal Chief is currently being advertised for Monday Night Raw on August 18th in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and for the upcoming August 25th episode in England. Reigns is also expected at the Clash in Paris event later this month, so it will be interesting to see how his feud with Seth Rollins develops. Roman Reigns is back in a big way. First, fans learned he'll return to WWE Raw on August 18th in Philadelphia. That was a surprise, but now it's been extended. He's also confirmed for the August 25th Raw taping in Birmingham, England, ahead of Clash in Paris. Then came the bigger news. Reigns has officially been added to the Clash in Paris card on August 31st at Paris La Défense Arena. That move wasn't part of the early creative plan, so this is a recent decision aimed at boosting international appeal. If you think of Reigns' schedule as a travel itinerary, it now includes Raw in Philly, Raw in Birmingham, and Paris, all leading up to the main event. The timing is tight. He'll start filming Street Fighter September 2nd, making Paris likely his last big WWE spotlight before the shoot. WBE needed him for Paris. Ticket prices are already as high as $3,900 USD for premium seats. Having Reigns on the card is a calculated move to maximize hype and sales. It's smart booking. His rivalry with Seth Rollins and The Vision is intensifying. His August 18th and 25 appearances feed directly into the Paris storyline, building momentum for one of WWE's biggest international shows this year. WWE's upcoming move from Peacock to ESPN for premium live events is no quick decision. Triple H and Nick Khan worked on this for a long time. They see ESPN as the best platform for WWE's biggest events, not just for revenue, but for presentation. They believe ESPN can elevate WWE events to a Super Bowl-like scale. The deal is worth $1.6 billion over 5 years, about $325 million per year. Starting in 2026, ESPN will exclusively host all 10 annual PLEs in the US, along with pre- and post-show content. This follows WWE's Netflix deal for Raw, while SmackDown will remain on USA Peacock for now. Triple H expressed excitement on ESPN's Get Up show, highlighting how ESPN's credibility and reach will benefit WWE fans. Paul Heyman also recently commented on John Cena's short heel run. He explained that the idea itself wasn't flawed, but circumstances caused key story elements to be dropped, leading to Cena returning to his usual role without proper closure. Heyman noted that a retirement run was a great time for such a change, but without the planned payoffs, the storyline lost momentum. Now the timing actually feels smart again. Resetting him as the trusted hero before SummerSlam shifts the focus to legacy, not shock. That lets fans move from asking whether the heel run bombed to wondering what's next. Heyman's bottom line: the turn was a solid idea, the rollout got messy, and the return was necessary. Sometimes the smartest move is to read the room, accept the cards you're dealt, and aim for the bigger moment still ahead. Taken together, Heyman paints the heel turn as a calculated risk that ran into creative roadblocks, not as a failure. He sees it as something bold that pushed the envelope. It opened doors, even if they closed quicker than expected. The wrestling world just got shaken. A 15-time champion, no, not Goldberg or The Undertaker, has quietly hinted at a return if he can get in the ring with the Gunther. That's right. Even legends aren't done when it comes to the ring general. On the latest episode of the 6 Feet Under with Undertaker podcast, the iconic Undertaker didn't just praise Gunther. He said the only person he'd even consider battling again is him. Gunther, ever respectful, responded like the young boy, saying he'd follow whatever Undertaker called. WWE may be sitting on a dream match. Imagine the ring bathed in lights with the Phenom stepping back into the squared circle just one more time. Gunther's powerful presence meets Undertaker's legendary aura. Mythic. Cold Stone meets fierce intensity. It's the kind of matchup fans can't stop talking about. We'll be real. There's no confirmation yet that Undertaker will lace up boots again. But he didn't dismiss the idea, and that's enough to spark imagination. He specifically said, "If I had anything left in the tank, you're the one guy I'd consider coming out of retirement to work with." That's more than flattery. It's a tease wrapped in nostalgia. And Gunther? He didn't brag or make threats. He smiled and said he'd listen. He called Undertaker senpai, the honorable mentor figure, marking that rare blend of respect and raw, unspoken confidence. Whatever happens next, WWE's storytelling just leveled up. A possible rematch between a retired icon and a dominant champ? It makes the future feel wide open. No more they could, or maybe. Now fans know this. The only man who might bring the dead man back is standing in the ring.